I hate when it's like, here's a list of games you should play.
Hello, everyone.
It's like 2 things.
And welcome back to our talk show, the late edition.
Late night show. No, it's like,
mid-afternoon.
It's 4. So we were going to do our show early in the morning like we normally do. But we talked about doing one later at night so like people were up and not fucking half asleep trying to drive to work, wrecking and shit, watching.
So now they're
us.
on the way home from work.
Now they're on the way home pissed. Like,
Because
God
they had
damn it,
to
we
work.
wanted this morning.
No, DJ came to me when I was setting everything up this morning. He's like, bad news guy. They're supposed to be working on the internet today and supposed to be down for like 3 to 4 hours.
I asked that lying bearded motherfucker.
It's because he has a beard?
And yeah, it's because he's got a beard. You can't trust anybody with a beard. I'm like, hey, you guys working on the internet? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, how long is it going to be down? He's like, yeah. I was like, how long? 2 to 3 hours. I'm like, all right, cool.
I work from home.
Work from home. I need the internet. Right.
And what did he say to you?
He says, 2 or 3 hours. Or no, he said, oh, that sucks. I'm like, cool, but 2 or 3 hours, like that can be dealt with.
That's doable.
Right. And I'm like, so I'll just, chill.
And what did you do all day?
I played Apex waiting for the internet to go out.
Apex, that's an online game.
Yeah. It's an online game. What'd you do? Right, waiting for the internet to go out.
I played a non-online game.
Internet never went.
I played Kakarot.
But we're doing the show now, so probably like 10, 15 minutes in, the internet will go out for 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, when people are home from work. Not when they're at work.
No, never do it when, nobody's busy. You gotta... Like, they couldn't do it between the hours of, like, midnight and 3 a.m. when most of the people are sleeping.
No, that's when the gamers are on.
Yeah, but obviously nobody gives a fuck about them.
No one cares.
Did you just shit yourself?
No, why?
Oh, your chair made a noise and made it sound like you shit yourself on live television.
Television?
Live. Could you imagine, right? Like, think about it this way. Like, could you imagine just being fucking... what's his name? I can't even remember. The guy who does Family Feud.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, just imagine you're Steve Harvey, or you're Maury or somebody like that. You're like in the middle of a live tape and you just shit yourself. Just like hardcore and everything. You're like, well, fuck, there goes, I can't be famous anymore.
You want to run off stage, or are you just letting, like Bridesmaid, letting it go in the street?
Just like sometimes you don't gotta. Shit happens, bro. It's a
you
t-shirt.
You just stepped in shit.
Shit happens. It happens.
From Forrest Gump.
All right, so moving on. Don't forget that this month is Autism Acceptance Month.
Yeah,
see, I got it right this time.
Got it right. 21 days.
21 days, right? And our charity, as always, well, not as always, for this month is the Autism Society. I want to say of America. It just feels right, but I don't think it's
not the Justice League. Like, Justice League, because you hear society, so you think Justice Society of America. That's what it is. All because you hear society.
My brain takes it somewhere else.
That's it. Our stupid law, our weird law today, is from Florida. Having sexual relations with a porcupine is illegal.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like that shouldn't be illegal. I feel like if that dumb motherfucker wants to have sex with a porcupine, then he should get what he gets.
He lives on the edge.
Like, that guy totally deserves to get pricked by a porcupine if he's trying to have sex with it.
Does a porcupine have consent?
Apparently not if he ended up with needles in his dick.
How do porcupines have sex?
You know what? That wasn't on Discovery Channel last week. So
that's not today's knowledge?
That's not today's knowledge.
Random facts. How does porcupines have sex? Also,
like, how many times does that have to happen before that's a law? Like, how many people?
Errors? Like, how many people complained?
How many people had? Right, like,
fucking Rufus keeps cutting my yard, fucking my porcupine. Are you gonna do something about it?
Right, like,
man, what do you mean?
Like,
he's over around fucking everyone's porcupines.
Yeah, we just got porcupine. I got a porcupine farm, and some guys
in fucking Florida.
Like,
is he at the zoo fucking them? Like,
I don't know. Just, again, it's.
I've never seen. Is this from like?
My issue is how many times did it have to happen?
I mean, in the whole state of Florida, not just the county. Like, it went all the way to legislation.
Jesus.
The Supreme Court telling this has to be a Florida law. Like State Road 7, they're fucking people. They're fucking porcupines on I-95 when the state troopers aren't having it.
The worst part is like I would hate to have to come home and like a long day of work.
Turn the news on.
Wife's like, you know what? The porcupine was molested again. You've got to say something to Jerry down the road.
Yeah, dude.
We need to press charges or something. Do something.
Look, he's in the corner.
Right. Need to call our local.
We got to bring this to Congress.
Right, we got to call our local government official and have a
Florida law, so I had to go to the Supreme Court to make it a law all in Florida, not just certain counties.
Lovely. Moving on.
If you're tired of our faces, you can listen to us on Anchor FM, Spotify, and Apple Podcast.
Yep, any place you get your podcasts, you can check us out there if you want to just listen to us. I mean, you can do that on YouTube too. Like a lot of times I'll plug YouTube in and let stuff play while I'm
You charging your phone?
Charging my phone, leaving.
But most stuff on the newer cars now have like Apple Podcast right there built in.
Right, you can just
tune in. Spotify too.
That's it. You don't have to actually like look at the phone, but a lot of people probably like, what's this? Don't look at your phone and drive. Driving tip of the day.
Don't look at your phone and drive.
So moving on, I wanted to get in and talk about some of the news I read today. So remember how we talked about PlayStation was closing their Vita stores and PS3s and
the PSPs,
all the old stuff.
Yes.
Right, that everyone was like, oh, nobody cares about.
Yeah.
So apparently people cared about it enough that they retracted that and said that they're going to reopen. Closing? No, they're going to reopen all the stores on those systems because apparently people do in fact still have 3s and Vitas and PSPs and stuff of that nature.
What are you buying on PS3?
Whatever game you can. There was a wide library.
I feel like you should just upgrade to at least a PS4 and just get the pass. You get all your PS3 games.
And that's not true. Not all the PS3 games can be gotten on, just like a lot of the PS1 games cannot be played.
Well, no one plays PS1 anymore. They can't have those graphics.
Nancy Pelosi's under fire. Not going to talk about that.
Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, that lady's crazy. I'll tell you what she said later. That's just ridiculous. What else?
We got a news guy.
Huh?
You're the news guy.
I know. I've been looking up news, and they're putting out another Lego inspired R2D2.
Another one?
Yeah. Like, how many do you need?
Inspired. Hey, art's art.
They all look like R2D2.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
No C-3POs?
No C-3POs. All R2D. C-3POs, that's just too much metal.
Is it because he was made by Vader? You didn't want to build him?
He didn't want to.
little Annie.
They didn't want to.
He kept his mouth shut for fucking 35, 40 years, man. And that once he snitched. I don't think... Hey, that's Anakin.
I think that's confusing, right? Because I don't think it actually...
R2 too? Kept the secret?
NFL players can now smoke marijuana.
Depending what state they're
during
in?
their off season.
Okay, so I go to that game.
See, that would be me, right? Like just before I'm on the field.
No, but you couldn't though, because it'd be like the same thing as workman's comp, right? So they would drug test you, so because you hurt yourself on the field, you didn't get paid for it. So they're gonna drug test you to make sure you weren't clumsy.
I'm clumsy. We don't make me clumsy. It has different effects on different people. That's the whole thing. Like. That's what always kills me about like
the ball, huh?
That's what always kills me about like stuff like that, right? Like it still affects people differently.
Well, it's supposed to, I think, scientifically proven shorten your response time.
That's what it's supposed to do.
Well, some people can become immune to it.
But that's not what it does for certain people, like people who are jittery, right?
Does it calm them?
It focuses them, right? Their response time's already fucked up because they're panicking all the time. Like you remember we've been watching Canada's Worst Driver. That bitch is just insane, just shaking all the time. Can't fucking. Some weed would benefit her.
Some weed would benefit her.
She would.
Now we're talking about weed. That was yesterday. It was 420 yesterday.
Grizzly bear that attacked a man near Yellowstone.
What happened to it?
The grizzly bear?
Yeah, you
Or
just
they
said
probably hunted him down and shot him.
For what reason?
Yeah, which is crazy, right? Because if you go to Yellowstone National Park,
You
okay,
his land.
right. You're in a nature preserve, right? There's obviously going to be bears there.
It's not Yogi. Do not
Right,
feed the bear.
right. It's not right. People, because they are like, you got to think about it this way
Bears
now,
get-
especially now with the internet.
Bears get drunk there.
Right,
Okay?
they're like, oh, let's see the cute little bear, and see people throwing food
oh
to
yeah,
the
the
bear.
internet. Like when his monolith showed up, and it's like, don't try to find them. And next thing you know, there's a Facebook party.
Right, it's like
at the monolith.
It's like you don't fucking realize that it's a 600-pound fucking wild animal.
It's that one lady from Independence Day who's on the roof going, "We love you."
They
and
saw
fucking-
Tiger King one time. They're like, oh, well, we can do grizzly bears. They use those in fucking,
I saw one video of a guy petting his tigers or his lions. Right.
That's gross, Josh. I don't care what you do on your downtime.
Not me.
I don't want to hear about you petting your tigers.
Zoo. It was at a zoo.
That crazy shit you
And
watch.
a panther was coming up behind the guy, like doing that sneak thing. And he went to go leap, and a fucking lion jumped in front of the guy and saved him, and fucking knocked the panther.
I saw.
And then they started playing like with the guy, like he looked like they're kitties.
I saw one is fucking grizzly bear, big old fat grizzly bear.
Punch him in the face.
Right, and this big old fat guy, he walks up, he's just
Slaps him in the
standing
face.
there, right, and the grizzly bear like tried to take the guy's sandwich. The guy just smacked him in the face, just backhanded him.
The Russians.
Like
Bet he was
who
Russian.
the fuck do you think you are? Taking my sandwich.
Right, and you're the cop going, you gotta arrest that guy. Like, I'm not going to. He slapped a bear. He fears nothing.
No, thank you. No. I will not be on today's menu. Thank you, but no thank you.
He slapped the bear, Sheriff. How are we gonna take him down?
Right, like, how
are
am
we
I
gonna
supposed
shoot
to-
him? I think that's the only thing. We can't get close enough. He might slap us. Like,
For anime fans, Death Note 2 is
death. This reminds me of a song.
was an anime. You remember?
I know, but on TikTok, it's like, let me give you my death note.
But that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, no, some kind of kill thing.
So it's an anime, right? And the premise is they've got this book, and if they write your name in the book, you die.
Your death note.
Right? And that's why it's called the Death Note.
Wow.
Yeah,
Takes the fun out of it.
It's not
So
very original.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Right? Yeah. Oh god.
Does he know how to spell?
Oh no! Right? Could you imagine? Like, I'd have a terrible time.
Is it in English or Japanese? Like, you have to make the symbol correctly. Once you like put a little line on it.
I'd be like Josh Jordan, and not be able to get that. Like
Still kicking. Some guy named Joshua.
Right? It happened to have
Jaden
that spelling.
dies.
You
It's
know.
all over the news.
And then you think about it, right? You put one name. Well, like I've looked up. Have you ever looked up your name before?
Yeah.
There's always like 20, 30 people with your name,
we just
exact
use-
spelling,
Should we do the social?
right?
But social's only in America. Social
But
security number.
it doesn't. No, it goes by name.
But there's a
Yeah.
lot of Josh Jordans. There's an artist named
But
Josh
that's what
Jordan.
I mean. Like you say, you put Josh Jordan, like
Did they all die?
150 people just drop dead. You're like, all right, no more Josh Jordans in the world.
And once I
Fuck.
legally change my name, like, does that count? Like, does it have to be a birth name? Can you contact the creators of Death Note and ask these? Like, once if they're transgender and they change their sex,
Again, I don't know all these rules.
it's like I'm no longer
Yeah.
Josh anymore, so technically I can't die.
I'm Jacqueline, bitch. Like, what's up?
Want to know my name? Tough.
Yeah, tough shit.
My name is Sacred.
I could see it. There was a lot of holes, right, with the premise.
Then you
of,
gotta do like normal people. DJ Josh. It's a TV show.
it's
They have different roles. Like in horror movies, you have to go upstairs.
see,
Apparently, you don't know your own neighborhood. You're tripping on everything.
I can't.
Every time you leave the house, you could have just backtracked that motherfucker. Like, does he know your neighborhood like as well as you do? You didn't know you can hop 2 fences, make a right, and you're back at your house? Like,
Right.
Then you run upstairs.
Bro, it's just thinking about that, right? It's
We got movie news. We got no Flash. No, we got no.
no, Flash is canceled.
This is not canceled. It comes back May.
Marvel's canceled.
Yeah, it's the last episode's Friday.
Cobra Kai season 4 dropping later this year.
I didn't even finish season 3.
Ghostbusters, that Afterlife.
Finally coming. So movies that are supposed to come out basically 2021. 2020 and 2021 are now coming out later
They're just
this
waiting
year.
for this year to be over. I think they're going to throw away next year too.
You think so?
Yeah, just like
Mortal Kombat is
2022 is just
coming Friday.
Throw it the fuck out. Like, we don't even want it. Just go straight to 2023. See what happens there.
Where's Black Widow? They did drop a trailer for that Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings that Marvel put out.
No idea.
Bruce Lee superhero.
Nope.
Connects with Iron Fist. Connects with the first Iron Man with the 10
Not
Rings.
a clue.
Okay.
Genesis will be maybe performing in the U.S.
Who?
No idea.
See, there we go.
No fucking.
There's DJ keeping us with current events.
No idea. See, that's
You're not going to talk about the Democrats are pressuring Biden into another stimulus check?
I mean, hey, I can give me your money, whatever.
When Biden's money, not Josh's money. They want to hear about the politics, man.
I want to hear about, they really do, but I don't.
They want to hear about people buying broken cars and.
I don't do I've never I got plenty of politics here. We can.
So every time you type in news,
I love this headline here. Right, this headline's great. Baby boy saved himself from drowning thanks to swimming lessons.
Huh?
That's the headline.
So the kid
Baby
swam.
boy saved himself from drowning.
The kid swam.
Right, he got in the pool and got back out.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, right.
For giving the kid swimming lessons.
Giving the kid swimming lessons.
Is it like a good one, like sink or swim swimming lessons, like how you were taught, like just pushed in the pool?
Right.
Luckily for you just had to put your feet down.
No, it was probably those baby ones, where they put the baby in the pool.
Just go.
They turn it over and they're like, "Hey, baby, don't drown."
Go on your back.
All right, and the little baby learns to do that, and then
I'm in the womb.
This kid looks at least 3 or 4. So he's he probably full blown swims, dives in,
saved himself by doing fucking laps around the pool.
Oh my God, Jimmy fell in, but he just swam out.
Was that his prank though? Like he was getting babysat. He's like, I'm gonna fuck with this babysitter.
Man.
I'm gonna jump in this pool, right? Freak him out, thinking I can't swim. Like a 4-year-old came up with the
God, and then they go and run in and jump in after the kid just swims out. Fucking
babysitter drowns.
You remember? See, and back in my day, I didn't have babysitters, right? It was either one of the family members was home.
That's what we had.
Or you'd just go sit and play video games till someone got there.
Sometimes they left.
What do you mean?
I walk around my room hey, hello?
Where'd everybody, where's
dinner?
Where's dinner?
Take a nap, you wake up in the afternoon.
That would be your first.
That's it. Take a nap, wake up in the afternoon thinking it's the morning. And you're like, where is everybody?
I clicked on science and tech.
Oh, what do we got?
Nothing.
Is it Mars?
It literally just says you're caught up now, and there's no pictures or nothing.
That's all the news we got, I guess.
I love that. Sports is you can smoke marijuana. No health news. Apparently, there's just no news today. The news for today has decided it doesn't want to be news.
Breaking news: Amazon planning huge robotics fulfillment center near Richmond Raceway.
So they're building a robotics
fulfillment center.
You know what kills me? Everyone's they're like, oh no, our jobs, they're going to the machines. Because all they got to do is pay somebody to fix the machines. Right? But machines overheat, malfunction, things like that. So you've got to progress your knowledge, If you learn how to fix the machines, then obviously you'll have a job. What else you got?
I forgot to tell you, I read the other day the guy who killed George Floyd was sentenced. His trial is over.
He was found guilty, yep.
Yep, Minneapolis police space U.S. federal probe.
There's
a whole U.S. federal investigation going into the Minnesota Police Department.
That's why I didn't want to talk about it, because Nancy Pelosi, got it. She said some stupid shit.
They don't know when he's going to be sentenced, though, but he was convicted.
Yep.
That's all the news. The only thing in the news is bad thing. Look at this Corona update.
Xcare
up there. That's that George Floyd thing. UK leader denies breaking lobbyist rules when Texas to Tyson. U.S. stock turns higher. Netflix slumps on slower growth.
Apparently, a new fantasy game's coming out of Sony from the creators of God of War, but it's not God of War.
What's the point?
Like, it's just an open world RPG.
Here's one. Ted Nugent. You know who Ted Nugent is? The only reason I know is from the 70s show.
I feel like I should. Who's Ted Nugent?
He's a singer from the 70s, 60s, and 70s.
Oh, okay.
Who once dismissed COVID-19, tells this man he tested positive for it.
What?
Ted Nugent, who once dismissed COVID-19, now tells this man he tested positive for it.
Doesn't that seem always to be the way?
Didn't our president do that at one point?
Like, oh, there's no such thing as COVID. Oh, I'm sick.
France is to impose entry restrictions on travelers from India.
Did you hear about the hackers who were... So there was a report in the news about these hackers that had stolen a bunch of files from the school district.
The school board?
No, like the school systems,
okay,
or whatever, and told the school systems that they had to pay them so much or they were going to release these files. Well, 2,100 files just hit the internet today of a bunch of shit, and now the government's freaking out, like how to take legal action, but it's like
What's the file say?
I have not read them.
What do you got on a school that they're going to keep in the servers? It's not the CIA.
Probably something.
Hiding all those Trump administration checks. They're supposed to go for iPads and MacBooks, but they kept the money. But they had to make a paper trail, and that's what the hackers found.
Found everything. All right. What do you got for topics today?
I thought we'd talk about knowledge.
Oh.
To know something doesn't mean you understand it.
I don't understand.
That one exactly.
No, I guess you're right. Like you can know things. Is that kind of like the difference between street smarts and book smarts?
I guess what I always call book smarts is copy and paste, unless you learn something. A lot of schooling is you're just taking tests, and that's all you're doing learning for is to take the tests, especially in college. But street smarts, I think it's like has to do with common sense, like know your surroundings. Never travel alone.
Never travel alone.
Always have your back against the wall.
I always.
So no one can sneak up on you. But it's like, is it streets or survival?
You're mainly survival, yeah.
Because that's like the street smarts of it. Like, when people drive around, I always used to watch this. When people used to try to exit the drive-in and they couldn't find the exit, I'm like, those are the ones that get shot in dark alleys. Because you literally don't know how you can't get out.
Who the fuck's
Bro, I
walking
watch
down
them
a
drive in
dark alley?
circles.
Watch who drive?
Why would you pull in right on the other side's the exit? When the movie's over, I watched them drive for 10 minutes trying to find an exit.
Well, it's because
I said those are the people who are not aware of their surroundings and go in a dark alley.
Those people, they just go in a dark alley.
You should know when you enter a place. You should know how many windows and how many exits you have. And like what happened with that shooting in Miami that one time, the gay club. I would have got out. Like I know my surroundings. That guy looks shady. I'm gonna go.
That guy looks shady. It's time.
That's what we used to do when we used to concerts and we sit on the hill and watch everyone. Also, because we knew shows about to pop off. We'd watch body language and stuff. But again, to know something doesn't mean you understand it. You can know how someone feels doesn't mean you understand it. Alright. You might know why the sky's blue, but you don't understand why it's blue.
I just know.
Or you know a computer turns on, but you don't know how it turns on.
That's it. Well, I know there's a power cell somewhere that
you know
a
your
bunch of wires
PlayStation
inside.
Kind of works.
Kind of works sometimes when it wants. You know, whenever it feels the need to.
You know where your wheels are, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, I always know where my wheels are.
And you know how much your car can do. I used to tell people, "Oh, you're a mechanic? No, I can fix my car. I can't fix your car."
Somebody asked me today when I was at the dispensary. They're like, "Oh, you're a mechanic?" I said, "No, I've just fixed a lot of cars." when you're broke, you can't really take your car to a mechanic.
Remember we used to actually use the book?
I never used it.
Because we couldn't use there was no internet.
I just pulled it off. I was like,
Well,
that
no, I'm
doesn't
saying
work.
they had the book that came with you had to go to like AutoZone and get the book.
Never had a book. I just had Bob.
You can't just have a
Bob
Bob.
would just tell me what was wrong, and I'd fix it.
Engine no go.
Engine no go?
Yeah.
I may go now.
I may go now. Not far.
Not far, but it go.
It go. I can get you there. I didn't say I can get you back.
I'm a lot like a Neanderthal, like computer no work, no internet have.
Try to turn off on.
Try to turn off on. Hey, work now, friend. Work now.
I don't understand. If you can understand the mechanics of an engine, which is a complex machinery,
really
that you really need three things for it to work correctly:
gas, oxygen, and spark,
and power. Yes, electricity, and then including the other components on it, like the sensors and the idle and stuff. But you can't get
that shit.
That there's 6 components in a computer that make it go.
Too many. Only three in mine.
What?
Only 3 in the car.
No, that makes it go.
Right,
but
that's all
there's
you
so
need.
many other parts that relate to each one.
None of those are important. No.
So if I have a high idle, what does that mean? Check your airflow.
Huh?
If you have a high idle, check your airflow.
Yeah, you're not getting enough gas or
too high of an airflow.
Oh, whatever.
If your car goes click click, check battery.
That's right.
If it feels like it's gonna start but doesn't want to, gas. That's it.
That's all you need.
And then each part has a section, right?
And then each part,
like,
right,
okay,
has
we
a
got
section.
fuel pump, we got fuel pressure, we got fuel injectors, we got the fuel fuel sensor,
oil. All the stuff's greased and moving. You gotta keep it greased.
Well, that's the spark plugs.
Gotta keep
but you can't know about
greased.
the components in a computer.
No idea.
That make computer go work.
I just see box with flashing lights make internet now.
That's not the computer.
I ask screen with tab what do things. Like
I was going to title today's episode "Learning Something New," but I don't know if you want to.
If I type words in box, it brings pictures.
How about the camera? You had to do the ISIS or whatever to make the
I know. You plug that in. You plug that in, and hopefully it brings up the program that.
No. When you do the camera, you gotta check the manual settings. How much light you're letting in? How much light? How much far distance?
If this was an anime, I'd have the little burnt out thing. Just what?
Put weed in joint and roll.
That's I don't see, but I don't physically know that. Like if somebody has asked me, like, well, how do you smoke weed? I'm like, well, you light it and you smoke it. You fuck. Like, what do you mean? How do you smoke it?
Well, now he can get it rolled.
You can get it rolled. Yeah. Some people never know. It's like never know the struggle of having to make a bowl out of a can.
Time, like buying weed off the streets for so many years, and you hear, well, it's $10 a joint. And you're like, what? Huh?
Could you imagine, like, a lot of people, right? A lot of people who started smoking weed when it became legal, right? If the
they think it's normal.
Yeah, right. If the legal went away,
would you pay $10 a joint?
Could they survive? Right? Like where would you get it?
Because they get it from a store,
right?
Oh, man.
They
wanted the cigarettes, but would you get cigarettes if they didn't sell them at stores though?
You'd have to find some shady dude who's rolling cigarettes.
He just like, I got a tobacco field.
That's it. I got a tobacco field. I'm rolling cigarettes. There,
that's the nastiest thing I ever smelled.
$15 a pack, like.
No chemicals.
That's it. Natural grown cigarette, and your government's not taxing it.
Tastes like shit.
You have to think like even like that, right? Like the tax on everything. Do you think this shit just started that way? No,
tax?
The wars, right? It was like wars were fought because of tax.
Tax came from Greece.
No, well, I mean, I don't know where taxes originated, right? But like England tax.
But it's basically the same method, no matter how far it goes back.
All I'm saying
it means we want to live here. I own the place. You got to pay to live here.
Is
tax,
right? Think about it like this, right? When the people of England left England and came over here,
they're like, we're going to start our own revolution. Right. Fuck your tea. Fuck your import and export.
Is a stalker?
No, Stoker. Her name's, well, I called her Summer. Her name's Kelly.
Oh, I thought it said stalker at first. I'm like, whoa,
Nah.
it's weird. Could you imagine having that last name? They're like, oh, hi, stalker.
Oh, look, I heard that one.
right. Sorry.
Yeah, but taxes means, well, yeah, when we like, fuck you, we're going to be your own thing. We're going to dump your fucking tea and fight wars. And then they realize when they built the community, someone needs to pay to make an upkeep on the community. And that's what tax came from. And the whole cigarettes and porn thing, I remember when that shit went down. We were in Tennessee or West Virginia when they charged extra tax for sin.
Just
like cigarettes and porn.
Think about it though.
Tax my porn.
Like wars were
fought.
Our nation fought against
taxes.
That
to have taxes.
just to turn around and have taxes.
But the difference between us and Europe is we're in debt. They're not.
Well, we're in debt because the money wasn't put where it was supposed to.
No, fucking damn Rockefellers from England.
I think there's one street sweeper in all of West Palm Beach does all the roads for like 4,500 miles for the concrete. The new bill coming out, actually, the one he's trying to, the forced stimulus package they call it or whatever, it was actually for upkeeps on bridges and roads. And give the American people $5 and do fix the roads.
There's jobs out there. They just don't want to work them.
Right. And everybody's still too afraid to go back out.
Well, to be honest, they were talking about it's because of unemployment. You keep paying people to stay at home.
That's it.
Like,
I still don't get unemployment.
I know.
Wish I got unemployment.
But people are hiring, I was seeing memes and stuff on TikTok, like companies like, oh, we got you guys back in the office now. Ooh. But we can work from home.
Right.
No, we want to show up at least 2 days a week at the office. Oh, it's not gonna.
There's people who never left the office. We're steady in it.
That's not gonna work for me.
That's not gonna work.
I gotta wear pants now.
Why do I gotta put pants back on?
But knowledge with action equals wisdom.
What?
Knowledge with action equals wisdom.
I guess that makes sense.
Well, you put the action in of what you know, and that's what wisdom comes from.
There's not a lot left in my life that makes sense, Josh.
The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. BB King.
It's
a quote.
It's a good quote.
It's a good quote. How much knowledge do you have?
How much knowledge do I have?
How many times do you put it into action?
Oh, never.
You just have it stored up there in case the devil comes or something?
There's just shit up there that's not even...
Your random fact?
Probably not even useful.
People, oh my God, did you ever get that when you're out on the road or you're a mechanic? Like I was doing something, I work with the computer stuff. And they're like, wow, you should get a job in computers. I was like, oh yeah, because it's...
wow, you should get a job.
Because it's just that easy, right? Like...
You just go, hey, can I have a job?
Yeah, that's it. Like, I can,
Didn't you know?
Like, aren't you a mechanic?
I need a job in computers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But again, you have knowledge, but you don't make profit off of it.
I feel like...
Mama said, if you know something, don't do it for free.
That's right. If you're good at something, get paid for it. Hey, what if you're not good at anything?
You have to be good at something.
No. You
might be good at doing nothing.
I'm good at talking shit, right? But I don't know how to get paid for it.
You just said the silver tongue.
I'm
good at talking shit until you meet someone who's better.
Right.
And you're like, damn, he's good. And he gets paid for it.
He gets paid for it. I always wanted to be one of those clowns that just talk shit at the fair. You remember them motherfuckers?
The one with the fucking, they get to throw the ball?
Right, to sing them.
That's
they just
what you
sit there
want?
and talk shit all
You want to
night.
be just a sports or wrestling announce person? Just talk shit? You should have been a wrestler.
Should have been a wrestler. And look at that, it was trash.
Your promo thing? Over here talking shit to The Rock? Can you smell? We smell what the fuck you're cooking, you nasty some bitch.
Take a shower, The Rock. We've been able to smell you for years, I'm just kidding, Dwayne.
You probably smoke good. The
Rock just fucking
where can I shit talk? But TV steered you wrong. Especially with those consulting cases when you the pickup artist or whatever was teaching guys how to pick up women and stuff. And you're like, is that real? Like, can I go teach people?
What's going on, man? I don't know.
A lot of people in the afternoon.
Right, a lot of people. See, afternoon's good. You know, but just like that, right? It's like now it's so hard because you got to be careful. It's not like back in the day, right? Or you're not Dave Chappelle. You can't just say whatever the fuck you want.
He still says whatever the fuck he wants.
Right, but that's because
He's Dave Chappelle.
He's Dave Chappelle. He don't give a fuck. Like, you can't. He's already rich. You can't cancel Dave Chappelle.
Rich bitch.
That's it. Like,
he left for 12 years.
Right.
He walked away from $22 million.
That's right. Like, you can't just. That's like when they tried to cancel Eminem. You can't cancel a person who.
You've been trying to cancel Eminem since he became Eminem.
That's right. Like,
I sit back with this pack.
You can't.
He says offensive things. He's always said offensive things.
It's like the Oscars aren't going to have Eminem host. Eminem don't give a fuck, right? He's not right. If the Oscars asked him to host, right, and he said yes, and they were like, "Oh no, we changed our mind, Eminem," he'd be like, "I really didn't want to do it anyways." Like,
I was going to cancel the last.
I was going to cancel the last second.
Ricky Gervais. I don't know why they keep asking me back. Like, I literally ripped through the entire Hollywood fucking film sector. Like, talking shit.
Well, because it's
making jokes you shouldn't make, and they keep asking me back.
Or you just keep asking me back. What's going on, guys? Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, what?
Oh, nothing. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, you can't.
Oh,
you can't just be like, whatever. Don't do that anymore. No,
Ricky can.
He's
like, I'm dying soon. I don't care.
I want to know who won the $100 gift card. We never made it to 1,000.
Thank you for reading the rules.
Subjects and rules may apply.
The rules get you.
Rules get you.
It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows.
Oh, that's the problem within the day. Should have napped.
You didn't nap?
I didn't nap.
What have you been doing?
Waiting for the internet to go out.
To go out? I don't understand. Is that the time you nap?
Yeah.
You were planning your napping around the internet?
Yeah.
And she found that odd.
Yeah.
A little weird.
A little tidbit awkward.
We got tired DJ now.
Sorry, I got tired.
Either we got wake up DJ still. Either way, we get tired DJ.
Starts out strong and then downhill. Maybe it's the marijuana. Doubtful. That's the only thing that kept me.
Maybe it's the alcohol.
But I'm not drinking. Maybe I should.
I've been spiking your drink.
So what else we got, Josh?
You got anything on knowledge?
What do you mean?
All of our knowledge begins with the sense, proceeds then to the understanding, and ends with the reason. There's nothing higher than the reason.
So I've learned, right, that it's easier to retain things that interest you.
Correct. Morgan Freeman.
Or
he speaks.
Is he the one? Right. So basically, if Morgan Freeman just read everything to us.
Well, any kind of science and time travel, I'm just like glued to the screen. Or mysteries and conspiracies.
I don't know. We've been watching a lot of documentaries lately and stuff like that. Canada's Worst Drivers.
It's not a documentary.
I mean, it kind of is, right? Documents 3 assholes or 5 or 6 assholes. It just shows that anyone in
Canada give anyone a license.
Anyone in Canada.
At least from 2007 to 2012. It's not a documentary.
I mean, technically.
Do you watch documentaries?
I do, actually.
About the Holocaust?
Tiger King was a documentary.
That was a shit show.
I liked McMillions. That one was good.
McMillions was crazy. Fucking mother snitched him out.
Yeah.
Just to get her grandkids.
That always seems to be the way.
A woman.
Mother's betrayal.
So what things do you tend to learn? Navigation.
Navigation. Yeah.
So you want to problem solve, but you don't know the components in the computer. I don't get.
So I as of late, I've just been trying to amount of knowledge I've been taking in is making my brain hurt, and I've just got headaches constantly.
Oh, you're thinking past your limit.
Right. I'm just like...
No, it was kind of unlimited thinking.
Right, I'm not that person.
The moment I start thinking, I fall asleep.
Well, I don't know about the moment I start thinking I fall asleep.
I do.
Like...
The moment I start daydreaming or thinking about something, I go like this. Poor Goku is flying in circles.
You're just meditating on your thoughts and just...
No, just the daydream takes over.
Oh, man.
So what knowledge have you acquired that's making your brain hurt?
Just trying to think about what knowledge I've acquired is making my brain hurt. None.
We need A plus B equals profit.
But see, I don't have any of that. That's the reason I'm poor.
But that's our current issue.
Like...
Is that A plus B equals profit?
I feel like no. No.
I don't know if this afternoon show is going to continue on.
It might be
I
over.
don't know if we get a good morning DJ or an afternoon DJ. He came in strong.
I came in strong, and now I'm just ruined. No, because it really doesn't... Like, I don't have an answer for you. Like, that's been my problem the past couple of weeks is unfortunately, I'm not good at anything. Like, again, shit talking isn't really a skill.
You're not good at anything.
Like, and the knowledge I have is, again, nobody cares about how to turn a Pikachu into a Raichu.
But do you have that knowledge?
I do have that knowledge. I know a lot about Pokemon.
So the last couple
I can
days,
tell you almost anything about Doctor Who.
So the last couple days, you're just like, book
stuff.
Out of all my skills and knowledge, what can I do to make money on the side? And that's when it came to you.
I've gone to bed. Yeah, that's when the headache came. Gone to bed with a headache every day this week. Every single day. It's been horrible. Just
a headache every day.
It's just, oh my God.
Trying to figure, is it like on the tip of your tongue, or it just comes up blank?
It's just not there. Like sometimes people, they're not meant to be anything, Josh. I'm just another leaf in the wind. All we all is dust in the wind. Like that.
I feel like you have no purpose and it's upsetting you.
It is just a little bit.
So you know how to flip cars.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you pick one side up and
No.
Oh, is that not what you meant?
Is that what? Trade secrets. I forgot. Sorry.
Trade secrets. Trade secrets.
That's right.
You don't just pick one side up and flip it over?
Equally balanced.
Equally balanced.
Remember,
cars aren't always that way.
I know. We're going to make it that way.
You know.
Life's not that way.
No, it definitely isn't. Definitely is not.
But what about your father? He had schemes all the time, man. You didn't inherit that?
Apparently not.
Make a quick buck?
Can't do it.
Or you don't want to fail?
Huh?
Is it because you don't want to fail?
I don't know. Again, you always seem to, like, lately you're good at it.
Huh? What? Good at what?
Just throwing me off my game. Start out great and then...
I didn't do nothing. I'm talking about knowledge.
Bro, but I don't have... Like, thinking about it, I really don't have that much. What do you got over there?
Ninja Star following us. My boss called.
Ninjas? Who's it? We got a Ninja Star?
Someone named Ninja on Twitter.
Oh, awesome. Where's your boss one?
Huh?
Anything to change this topic of conversation.
Of knowledge? Oh, well.
Oh, man, it's terrible. Like, I thought this was going to be a good idea until I started thinking about it and you started asking questions.
It's just a regular question.
Like, what knowledge do you have?
Problem-solving skills.
But it's not knowledge on anything.
Problem solving is not knowledge?
Like, you know, like Warehouse 13, right?
Okay.
Right? You know, like Artie or fucking the girl, Micah.
Yeah.
Right? They just know all kinds of things.
That's information, not knowledge.
I don't know information. Information and knowledge aren't the same thing?
No. You can retain information all day. If you do nothing with it, it becomes nothing. Knowledge is to know something.
See, now you've just broken my brain.
Information.
Nope.
Words.
Brain's broken.
Oh my God. What happened to you, man?
I don't know. Brain's broken. It's getting close to the end anyways.
It is. I'm hungry.
Don't forget that. That's the end. You know,
That's the end.
That's the end. Don't forget. Well, I could say Wednesday. I can't say Wednesday between the hours of 9 and 11 anymore because we've moved this show to later in the day.
Today we did.
I think we should, though.
I don't know. Every time when we try to discuss something, we discuss it until the last minute. We have like a whole week.
Yeah,
he
but
said,
you know.
this is what I get. Give me some time. I was like, all right, guy. Yeah.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
And then you
Because I don't have a whole lot of knowledge.
you go, let me get my mind right. Let me not be in so much pain. Smoke this weed.
It never comes.
And then I'll think of something to talk about. And
It
next thing you know, it's Tuesday. And you're like, are you ready? And I'm like, I don't even...
It never...
Do we have a show today?
It never comes.
It never comes.
It just never comes. It tries, but it just never does.
I don't know. Like I said, it's like the feel. It's like that mental block. The moment you leave this room, you're like, what talk show?
I just block the whole... I don't think about it at all.
No, we used to watch them. Remember that? I still do. You came in up today, and it was playing in the background. And you're just like...
Watch some of it.
Why are you watching us? That's weird.
Because you're not supposed to hype your own clout, you weirdo.
No, I was doing research. What's changed? Stuff like that, yeah.
What's changed? Nothing. We are as amazing as ever. Also, do not forget that this month, April, is Autism Acceptance Month. And as always, the link will be down below.
For the charity, Autism Society.
Right, for the charity Autism Society.
You also can follow us on Anchor FM, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts.
Pretty much anywhere social media. We've got most of it.
Yeah, if you Google us.
TikTok. If you Google us right, we're number one.
TikTok.
You know.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends, your family members, anyone that you possibly would give a shit.
Ugh, don't tell my family members.
Don't tell DJs, though. Don't be a snitch.
Bro, I'm going to tell... As soon as
Don't
we
tell
get
my
to
boss
1 million,
either.
I'm going to save it all. Shave all of this off.
A million.
1 million. 1 million subscribers, all gone. For the views.
You hear that, guys? All 1 million of you. If you want to see TJ just shave his face and hair and eyebrows.
Because I look like it. They'd be like, who is that guy? I'd be like, well, it's still not Josh.
Still not Josh.
Still not Josh.
So you can catch us every Tuesday and Wednesday sometime during those days.
Sometimes during the day. But if you hit the notification button,
It'll pop right up.
Right? Hit that little dingling bell in the corner there.
So yeah, right next to subscribe. Here's a dingling.
A ding-a-ling. Just click that dick.
No. Whoa.
Oh, not that one.
No.